Can you tell me your story? So you were in prison when you were 16?
Yes. Well, what happened was, pretty much at the age of 9, I started getting involved with gangs and stuff like that. So I became what you would call a hardcore gang member.
Mm-hmm.
My father, he currently today is still a Mexican mafia member. He's serving life without in I think a Tennessee prison right now. I'm not in contact with him no more. I can't be because my parole board told me if I get in contact with him any way, even through a third party, I can't tell him hi, I can't do nothing. I'll get violated and go right back to prison for life again. And so when I came to prison at the age of 16, I committed a murder. It was a gang murder. It was for my father. It was, favor for him. I came to prison at the age of 16, so I was already set. Most guys that came back then, most juveniles that came to prison like that, they were punked, turned into bitches and raped and then murdered afterwards. But because I was already, my father was already waiting for me, and his close associates were already waiting for. I pretty much had it set. I didn't have it easy. I just, wasn't nobody going to try to punk me or nothing like that. So my first, I want to say 30, 32, 33 years in prison. I was involved in the prison gangs. I was stabbing people. I caught another murder in prison in 1983. A Black Guerrilla family member, which is a rival gang member of the Mexican Mafia. I could have been out of prison 20 years ago, but because of my behaviors in prison, I ended up staying longer than I should have because I wasn't changing my ways. And then what finally did it was 2 little kids. In 2010, my victim, his 2 children, I heard became addicts, drug addicts like him.
Wow. And
it devastated me, man, to know that I destroyed the lives of 2 children,
Yeah.
So in 2010, I started to try to, get away from the gang lifestyle, the dealing the drugs and all that other stuff, man. And it was really rough for me because all my life I've been a criminal and a gang member,
Right, that's all you know.
That's all I knew. A lot of people don't understand that the people, places, and things that are an influence on you as a child growing up are what helped develop your character. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So my dad, Mexican mafia member, my mom, gang member, drug dealer, my 2 older brothers, gang member, drug dealers, and addicts, my older sister, gang member, and addict. That's all I've known all of my life.
So how are you going to break the cycle? That's the thing. Is that your mission now?
Yes, my mission to break the cycle is this. I got about 1,000 baby nieces, a couple of little nieces. I've taken parenting classes, rational behavior training, cognitive restructuring, cognitive behavioral therapy. I've taken all of these classes in order to help better the next generation of my family and other gang members. Today I'm a substance abuse counselor.
Mm-hmm.
I work with addicts because I didn't start using drugs until 2005 because in the mob you're not allowed to use drugs. If you get caught using drugs, they'll kill you. So I didn't start using drugs until 2005. I finally quit in 2010 when I found out about these two poor children that I devastated their life. I traumatized them. So I'm a substance abuse counselor to help addicts and criminals involved in criminal behavior, to help them understand the different elements of addiction and the criminal behavior, to help them, just to maintain an abstinence from that type of lifestyle. And I'm a perfect example because all of my life I was involved with all of that.
Right.
It's a trip because a lot of guys that I talk to and stuff like that, they know of other people that know me, and what's the greatest compliment I've gotten in my life, my brother? One guy said, "Hey, so you're the guy they used to call crazy." And I go, "Yeah, they used to call me crazy. I know about you, man, and who you are today, it's not the person that they told me about." Oh man, brother, that
felt good. That felt good. Huh?
Hell yeah, brother, that felt good. So I've only been out going on 3 weeks now. So I'm still really.
You're 3 weeks out now.
Almost 3. About 3 more days, I'll be out 3 weeks.
So, you don't know nothing about what has been going on in the world for those 40 years. No Uber, no. What has been the biggest thing that's given you the most anxiety, not knowing about life
Right now, what I'm doing right now, I'm out. By the way, thank you very much because you're making this real comfortable for me. Gracias.
No, but for sure, man.
So is this right now? I'm somewhere where I don't know where I'm at. And in prison, you know, like the raza, we war against other prison gangs, and I always catch myself looking around who's around me, and because I don't know these people, I don't know what gang they're from, I don't know if they're if they're enemies of our gang. You know, I know that sounds like
you have eyes in the back of your head all the
yes,
time. You feel like you have to have a knife behind your head.
Yes,
You know?
yeah, I'm not lying. My daughter, my wife, my daughter-in-law, my mother-in-law, they took me out to dinner last night, and where they sat me there was a blind spot, and people kept coming, and I panicked so bad that I got up, and I can't stay here, man. I'm good. I don't want to eat. I just want to go home. Right? They go, what's wrong? I said, man, people keep coming right here. I don't know if they're coming with a knife. I don't know if, you know, they're like, my daughter's like, Dad, just stop. You know, I literally panicked really, really bad, you know, and so they sat me in a thing where I could see the doors. That's the most difficult is you know, like, okay, this is crazy, man, but
yeah, no, please tell me all you want to just let it all out, man.
Okay, like right now when I went for my job interview, okay, this is not normal thinking, and I got to get out of this, but as soon as I walked into the place, the first thing I looked at is where there's a blind spot. And what I mean by where there's a blind spot is so that if somebody tries to get at me, where I'm going to take them to, you know, whatever. That's it. That's not normal thinking.
I get you.
I shouldn't be thinking, right? And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, there's a blind spot. Ooh, there's a camera up there. You know, that's going through my mind right now. And then I stop and I'm like, oh, Manny, come on, man. Come on, brother, you're better than this, you know?
Yeah.
Don't think like that. But I still couldn't get it out of my mind. You know, so I'm like, okay, well, just in case, I could take the dude over there, I could take him over there, you know, just
it's protective instincts for you. It's really, you feel you're just trying to take care of yourself in case of anything happens. Yes. Shit goes hits the fan.
Yeah, if something hits, there you go, shit hits the fan.
You know, my dad, you know, when he would tell me, when you go out to in Puerto Rico, you know, people get shot up all the time.
Yeah, I see it on TV.
You know, and for us, man, my dad would always tell me, when you go to a barra or anything like that, just always look for the exits. The first thing you do is look for the exit. And that's one thing being precautious, and another thing being super paranoid, you know. But there's a fine line, you know, about, you know, taking care of yourself, having fun. My dad would say, hay que saber nadar y guardar la ropa.
There you go.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
You know, because
swim, baby.
Yeah, you know, you got to know how to, you know, take care of your clothes and have them safely so that you can go swim. Otherwise, if you don't keep looking for el pillo, for the robber, they'll steal your clothes and then you're left naked in the river. Yes. You know, because in the Puerto Rico, a lot of those, we would go to the river, you know. Hay que saber nadar, which means having fun, y guardar la ropa, making sure it's nice and titty and everything, and then nobody picks it up because other people in the river and they'll steal your clothes and then you're left all naked with nothing, you know.
Okay, like what you're saying right there, homie, when you just said that, okay, he said to go in and look at the exit so you know where to go, right? Yeah. Okay, see, but in prison, that's not what you haven't got nowhere to go. So what you do is you look at the blind spots or where you can, you know, do what you got to do with somebody. You know, see, so it ain't a matter of being able to get away. It's a matter of where you're going to do it at. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking insane, you know. But you first, I think the first move for you is to accept that you've lived your life, and this is something that comes from repetition of.
Yes.
It's a part of you, you know. So you have no ground to stand on because it's become so ingrained in your personality and who you are. It's hard sometimes to, but. You know, if you read a little bit of philosophy, my friend, like if you read a little bit of the Stoics, which I read a lot of philosophy, it'll help you with all that. These are the ancient Greeks. You know, the ancient Greeks knew about overcoming a lot of hardships in your life, you know. And they basically have a couple of principles, which means that one of their principles was that you have to live your life in accordance with nature.
Yeah.
And my dad would say, you know, no hay mal que dure 100 años ni cuerpo que lo resista.
Yeah.
You know, so anything that happens to you is for your own good.
Yes.
The Stoics believe that down to the T. You know, I don't think everything happens for a reason, but everything happens to you for your own good. So, for example, you as a person, you can't tell me right now, oh, I regret having done this, I regret having done that, because you would not have had anything to fix in the first place.
Yes.
And now you do.
Yes.
You know, so all these happening, you know, all of this has prepared you now and has been waiting to happen to you since the beginning of time. And now you're going to use this knowledge to help possibly other kids.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
So, I mean, it might have come at the cost of a couple people getting whacked.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know, what you're doing in a positive sense. My sister had to hit rock bottom. Some people need to hit rock bottom before they go up.
Yeah.
You know, and some people, you know, they just need. But there is no. Life is not about regretting the things that you did. It's about the things you had the chance to do, but you didn't do them.
I like that, man.
You know,
like that.
so
like that. What you were just saying right now, when you're saying, I use the same philosophy, except I accept life on life's terms. I understand today that not all things that happen to me am I going to be able to control, but I can learn from it and work from it.
Yes, exactly.
In the past, it was like, I fought life as much as I can. This is the way it's going to be, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
And whoever gets in the way of that is going to get seriously hurt, right? See, so, but today it's like no more.
Yeah.
Today I can no longer cause any more victims, create any more victims. That can't happen, you know. And even if my life is the punishment for that, then fine and dandy. But I can't create any more victims, right? And most importantly, I have to do all that I possibly can to help others. I signed up for on the weekends for my days off to go to the homeless, and I make box lunches, and we pass out lunches to them and blankets, and to help them to sleep. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh man, you know, a lot of them could work, they just don't want to." You know what, my brother, just like me, like what you're saying right now, just like me, you don't know what they've been through in their life.
You don't.
I don't know, brother. I don't know. So guess what? I'm gonna leave that between them and God. And I'm just gonna do the best I can to help them.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
You gotta focus, and the Stoics believe this too. You only focus on the things you can control, and don't focus on the things you cannot control, because that shit will eat you up alive.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You know, it was a trip too, because one of my housemates, I'm in a transition house right now. It's a home for guys who just paroled out of prison and stuff. Oh, that's where we're going to, as a matter of fact. There's one guy in there, you know, he gets a lot of stuff off to people, and I was making some food. I gave him some food, and you know, another guy tells me, hey dog, you shouldn't give that food nothing, man. He's got food in his locker, you know. And I told him, I go, bro, what does that got to do with me? What does him having food in his locker got to do with me? It doesn't matter to me that if he's got food or not.
Exactly.
The fact is that I gave him a burrito.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Him having food has got nothing to do with me, dog.
Nothing at all. You know what? What are some prison myths that you would like other people to like dispel, or you know, things about prison that you think people might get wrong about it?
Okay, I got a real good one for you, brother.
Yeah.
And if you can ever send this out there, spread this with people. Not all prisoners are bad. Not all. We made bad choices in our life.
Exactly.
Okay, so for me, I made bad choices in my life, and you know what? I'm extremely grateful and happy that I was able to pay for them mistakes. You know what I mean? I really am. And the reason why is because if I hadn't been able to pay for all of the crimes that I've ever committed in my life, I wouldn't be who I am today, man.
Exactly.
See, so yo te estoy diciendo that there's guys in there, man. They help people every day, man. Every single. They help guys in order to recognize insight and understanding into why they became who they became. People, places, and things. People, places, and things that influence us as children.
Yeah.
See, and like me, it's a trip because they used to tell me, hey, well, just stop fighting. Stop hurting people. Stop gangbanging. How do you do that? What do you mean stop? What do you mean stop? You would know how to do it. You know why? Because you've done it all of your life.
Yeah.
I've gangbanged all of my life. I don't know how to stop.
Exactly.
Everybody around me. Again, see, so I believe to teach them, show them, lead by example, give them examples. You know what I mean? On how to do things differently. Cognitive restructuring, man.
Oh yeah.
Change the way. Watch this. All my life I've believed if you bump into me, I'm gonna fuck you up. I said, I'm gonna fuck you up, or you just disrespect me. That was my belief.
Your motto. It was your code. You know.
Yes, everybody did. Everybody that I was raised with did that. Today, you know what I think when somebody bumps into me? Oh, he probably didn't even realize it.
Exactly.
Or maybe he's just in a rush. Or you know what, man? Maybe he's having a bad day, man. You know, maybe he's got some bad news and he's really not paying attention to what he's doing. You know what? That's okay, man. Stuff like that happens. That's the way I think today.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome. I have the same application when I treat. You know, I have two sisters, and one thing is that I taught. Have you ever seen this? But there's some guys, and you're gonna like this. There's some guys that they'll open the door for a lady, and then what happens is the lady might not say thank you. The lady might just keep going, and you know what? That doesn't matter to me because nothing between her sense of gratitude has anything to do with me doing what I need to do because it's with my character. Exactly. Yes. And that's part of your character. So but there are some guys that open the door for a lady and she doesn't say thank you, and then they'll get all like sarcastic or get bitter and you're like, oh, you're welcome or what. Yeah. But then what that does, it shows their lack of character.
Thank you.
Because they only did it for a number. They only did it for the thank you. And the Stoics believed that in order for you to be happy, you have to have no expectations on the other person's things that you cannot control. Nada. So when you set expectations on something you can't control, you're going to be super disappointed. Yes. So the reason, the Stoics believe that, anger comes when misplaced hope smashes with an unforeseen reality. Yes. So, for example, you don't shout every time that it rains because you've learned how to expect rain, right? So don't just expect rain. Expect betrayal, murder, greed, theft, despite all of the vicissitudes of the human negativity. And then you're going to stand to be less disappointed, and you deal with it as best as you can.
Where you get these from?
The Stoics. Yeah, the Stoics. All these things. The Greeks and the Stoics. So
I'm going to have to check this out.
Yeah, for sure. But now that you have a phone, what you can do is actually... so this is kind of cool that I'm teaching you all this stuff. You know that there's something called Audible where you can download books and you can listen to them on your phone.
I haven't learned that. I barely know how to turn it on.
I know, man. I'm sorry. You have no idea what a phone is. I get it, But there's so many things about technology. I mean, I'm sorry. But so I don't have to read books anymore. I can basically listening to music. There's an application. So the iPhone has a lot of what's called applications, and each one has a specific design, and it's all in the internet, but you were behind before the internet, right?
Yeah,
so when were you in prison?
81.
81. So you don't even know what the internet is. No. Wow, you got a lot of catching.
All of them things right there on me. I got all them, but I'm afraid that one of these days I'm gonna. My daughter got me. I'm afraid that I'm gonna hit it or something, and then the phone's gonna close up or locked up or shut. So I'm kind of being real careful. I'm only taking one thing at a time.
Right, I get it, man. Wow.
I know how to text.
That's great. That's awesome. If you know how to text, you're
I'm starting.
You're halfway there. A lot of me more. So let me tell you something. A lot of more people, they text more instead of calling them on the phone. It's not like before. Before you used to call them on the phone, but now it's all texting. Yeah. And then if you call somebody, it's like, what are you calling me for? We're like best buds, unless it's something urgent. Yeah. So. Yeah, those things are happening right now. Right now, there's this application called Bumble and Tinder, which is you meet girls online, and you just basically you swipe. You see their faces, and you swipe left if you like them. You swipe right if you like them, or swipe left if you don't. And then you put little details about yourself. Hey, I just got this and this and that. I have a house, I have a car, whatever. And they look at your pictures, and then you start texting. If you like each other just by the photos, and then you decide if you want to take it further, if you want to meet in person or something. There's a lot of great things that technology has. Yeah, it is super cool.
I think so,
and now there's something called on the internet. It's called YouTube. So
I got that.
You got YouTube?
Oh, I haven't hit it yet, but I got it.
It's gonna be the most addicting thing you've ever seen. So
YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. So you see this right here? All these videos. You can have. Have you ever? For example, I was just. Elvis Presley, right?
Oh yeah.
So on YouTube, some guy had a video of Elvis Presley and just put it there.
Oh, well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, right. So, but now imagine...
Wait.
Yeah.
You mean, so, say me, I had one of them and I just put it on YouTube and people could watch it?
No, so all these interviews and things like that, people, music videos. Yeah. If you go here, so there's a really cool behind the scenes kind of video from Elvis Presley. And so So check this.
Wow.
So
it's behind the scenes.
he's behind the scenes,
Is that when we got caught that night, Chief, at the Gator Bowl? Yeah. And you guys put me through a window into a paddy wagon and took me to the hospital?
You guys see that rocket this morning?
Oh yeah, did the launch chair go off?
Yeah, you can see that. You can see it in the sky. When it disconnected us there, you just saw the explosion. I didn't know.
That's like somebody just had this video on.
yeah. Anybody who owns any video can just put it on YouTube. Any video.
How was your lunch?
Oh yeah, my daughter got some video. Yeah, she got a video. She got a. I got it on my phone now. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's
it's on YouTube, so it's in a cloud, so you can revisit whenever you want.
Yeah.
Think of any video you want. What's like your greatest band ever? What was your favorite?
Man, mine has probably got to be I want to say War.
War?
I love War.
Well, I guarantee you there's going to be some obscure War video about their one of their concerts or them being behind the scenes because some guy had it and he decided to upload it. So think about all these videos, anything you want to watch. You're going to be addicted to YouTube. If there's anything, I'm telling you.
Okay, homie, well right now I just want to make sure I know how to answer calls.
I got you.
You know what? I still can't even, you know how okay, so I'll be talking to my daughter or my ex-wife or something like that, and then another person will call, and it shows right there, it says accept. The last time I tried to accept one, I hung up on my daughter.
Oh.
So, yeah, so it's like, I'm like, oh no, I'll just wait till I finish talking to you, then I'll call back, you know, because I'm telling you, trust me, I can destroy this phone, believe me.
I got you. But see, I want you to understand that everything is extremely accessible now. I can even make bets and look at, like right now, you like horse races?
Yeah.
If I go over here to TVG or something, I can watch live horse races right from my phone. No,
Oh, that's crazy.
I know, right?
Hey, whatever money you put on it, you can sit there and watch it with that.
And you can, the app is designed so that you can bet on it on the app while you're watching it. So you have like all the horses, so check this out. You have the tracks. And you have all these tracks, you have all these horses, and they had like the names of the horses, and then you can just say you want to go here to this one, Louisiana, and then you say watch live, and then he has all the horses.
Breaks for the lead. Military bearing. Whitaker pushing forward from the far
that the race?
outside.
That's the race. Live,
actually right
live,
Of course,
right.
Monarch Man. He's got this advancing from the inside.
Wow.
Big success is the trailer as they sort themselves out.
And
With
you
one
can
lap
bet.
remaining.
And so you go to this name, and this is the name of the horse, the odds, everything. You can do it from your phone, all over the world. That one's in Hong Kong.
He's got this next
You
in
know.
line.
I know, man. It's trippy.
See, you're scaring me again. Wait, I gotta slow. Wait, hold
I
on.
know, it's a
Hold
lot
on.
of- You gotta take a break,
I
man.
gotta take a break. Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Now you're telling me I can watch a racehorse in Kentucky or something.
Yeah, you can. It can be at home, like right from your phone.
Yeah.
You're gonna be addicted to this phone. I'm warning you. I know it's gonna be a lot of the dopamine is the pleasure that you get.
Yes.
So one of the things that the kids have problems with these days is that they're addicted to this. Because it gives you everything. You're accessible. You have social media.
Everybody's addicted to that. Everywhere I turn, I see somebody,
They live and die by it.
Yeah,
They live because remember, everything is connected through that phone.
Yeah.
So it's like an extension of yourself that almost like you're a robot. It just does so many things. And that is going to be a big challenge for you to figure out at a point, wow, this is great. I get to watch all these videos, and I am not lying to you when I tell you that one day you will be in your house, and once you find the YouTube, you're gonna be in your house for 9 hours straight on your phone.
Okay, well, there's guys in the transistor housing with me. I'm not lying, man. They stay looking at like funny videos.
Yeah.
And all you do is hear people laughing all day, man.
Yeah.
All day long, and I'm like, what the heck? They're like, hey, crazy, check it out on me. Look at it. Just some crazy ass shit.
It is, and you know what? Just because I can't, I'm going to show you one funny video of let's see what the funniest of the funniest of the funniest of the funniest. You know Mike Tyson, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was a video when they asked him about custom auto. This was kind of. So check this out. This is a little video about already Mike Tyson retired in a little interview and
you have the chance to send an email to Cuss. What would you write in that email to Cuss?
Wow, oh shit. How did I do? That's what I say, how did I do?
There's a very emotional part.
Good. Yeah, I was gonna say that was, man. you normally don't see him like. Normally you see him like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. So that's his. Now everybody loves Mike because he's already matured so much and been through so much. Let's see. Before I let you go, I gotta laugh with you for one of these videos because I mean I'm trying to find something. Let's see, something good, something classic. Oh my God, Beyond Scare Straight. Let's see. This is okay. So there's a thing called Judge Judy. Look at. Okay, I can't make a pick. There's so many. God damn it! I'm trying to impress you with somebody who's never seen.
But all of them are good. Huh?
All of them are freaking great. Okay, something that's relatable. Okay, I think I got it here. All right, so check out this thing right here.
And with how many different women do you have these 10 children?
Judge Judy.
I'll give you a second, just a second. I don't want you to make a mistake. I'll let you think about it for a second. How many?
About 4.
About 4? What do you mean about 4? What does that mean, about 4?
About 4 of them, including your daughter.
What are you talking about?
It was just a joke, man.
That was not fun.
Let me explain something to you, fresh mouth. I'm the only one who makes jokes. And I'm not making a joke.
This might be your show, but this is my episode.
No. You don't have, listen to me.
Give me my money and stacks and like my bitches with diamonds.
And look at this.
Fingers on nickel plated
Thug life.
triggers. Must see my enemies defeated.
She did.
Ándale, cabrón.
So yeah, man. Like, oh man, they're just so. I mean,
hey, and it's a trip too, brother. And the reason why is because I know when you're, I know in your mind you're thinking, well, this stupid motherfucker, the Taco Bell's right there. But,
I had no clue. I had no freaking clue. You just got out of it. You had nothing. I mean,
yeah,
man. Look, I want you to watch a movie that you have not seen. That you're gonna. It's probably one of the best movies of all time, and I want you to write this down because it's about a prison break. And it's a cult classic, and you are going to feel, basically, you're going to identify so much with this movie. And there's, as me as an actor, with everything that you've been going on, there's a movie called Shawshank Redemption.
I've seen it 1,000 times.
Oh my God, bro! Come on, what the hell? I'm like, they have it in prison.
Hey, homie, I invented that movie.
Oh my dude, that shit.
Hey, that's my family's favorite movie. And every time Morgan Freeman used to go to board, right? Because I went to board 16 times, I got denied. 16 times, bro. 16 times. So every time he went to board and they said no, and he's like, okay. He go, well, I've changed my ways. I'm no longer a criminal, right? No. And then on the final one, he said, you know what? Look, man, you guys are sitting there making jets. He started going off on him. Then he finally got paroled.
You?
No, I didn't.
No,
in real life, homie, you're gonna stay in prison the rest of your life. Hell no, bro, you can't do that.
It's only the movies, but man, I saw that. That scene of the old man actually trying to relive and everything. We never saw the cars and everything, and that's like you. That's you right now.
Yes,
that institutionalized.
My daughter, my ex-wife, and my daughter-in-law. They when they first got me out, they had to stop because I had an anxiety attack. But then they took me to this beach, and we got a video of me on the beach for the first time in over 40 years because I didn't go to one. And they were videoing it. I was just culture shock, shell shocked, man.
I hear you, man.
I think that's probably my homegirl.
That's what it is.
Yep, that's her.
My friend.
Hello? I'm gonna. Hey. No. He's just dropping me off right now. Hey, honey, do me a favor, man. He was a great Uber driver. I mean, he made it. He made it easy for me. I explained my story to him, and he was compassionate, understanding. Man, give him a good tip for me, sweetheart, please, man. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll talk to you about. Love you. Bye. Hey.
Bye-bye. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
And I hope everything works out for you in that.
And you'll be all right.
I think you'll be all right too, bro.
Peace out, man.
All right, homie. Take care, dog.
You too.